twitch.tv/the Xisuma, where we're playing Speedrun City again, pushing to 100k with our city. And in chat, Bear found out that they can fit their entire arm behind their fridge. Good for you. Good for you. What were you doing back there, eh? Looking for that lost popsicle. Popsicle. Why would a popsicle be in a fridge? That's a freezer, you Wally. Our city's doing pretty alright. Like, look at all these bubbles. They're not that bad. I rent. I was watching Biffa's video, and he goes in and investigates what's happening in these households. So we've got like a student, unemployed, student. Let's go next door. Has everyone got a job here? So it's our unemployed folks, probably, it seems to be. Wealthy. Wait, student. Wait, did I click on the right house? I rent. Retired, student. Interesting. Not quite the same combination on that one. Bear says, why did you read that out? Why did you write it in this chat? Then, like, that chat is literally a place for me to read out messages, Bear. God, you know better than that. Can you see both YouTube and Twitch chats? Kit says JK7K. I can, however, I prioritize Twitch. I tend to reply to ones on YouTube to let you know that I interact with my chat here on Twitch. Like, I want to build and continue to build my community here on Twitch. So by multicasting, I'm just encouraging you to come over here. Yeah, student. Maybe the first two I clicked on were just bad examples. Not enough customers over here. We've got a doggy in the house. Anyway, one of the things we could do, but in my experience with the cities I've played in, doesn't actually really do what you want it to do. Okay, we're going to have a look at this. This might be related to my silly junk. Oh, it's actually just an accident. What am I on about? One of the things that we could do, if we come into taxation, is maybe subsidize like the lowest uneducated, but like I said, it rarely makes a difference. Let's at least put it as 0 in this city, and hopefully a few of those bubbles will go away. Now that's interesting. Abandoned, unhappy. I would have thought the reason would be noise pollution, but it says it's literally low. Huh. I mean, you're living in a very pristine neighborhood. This was supposed to be top dollar over here. By the way, the city suffered a power issue when I reloaded the world. The game has put in another patch. It's been updated. The solution was an interesting one. And do I remember it? Oh yeah, I had to create a transformer station over here. So adding in the basic cables, like you'll see there's this big network of them, didn't help. But doing this did. And from here, it might help to just create a few connections at this point. Right, hello. What's going on? Are we doing something? Yes, we are. Probably doesn't need that many, really. Just get the traffic flowing. So electricity is quite balanced. Hey, I'll take it. So we incinerate some of the trash in the city. Processing speed is good. Storage garbage isn't a thing. Industrial waste site is doing its job. Like, we're prepared for expansion on this front. Over here, I think if we check out our wastewater metrics, sewage treatment, I'm not sure if we can get away with starting to turn this off now, because in another city of mine you can do that. There's also an upgrade. Oh, okay. So going back to sewage, yeah, now it's pushed sewage treatment. Let's build like another water treatment facility here. Well, we'll make this area much cooler later on, I think. I think you can also add multiple of these over and over again. So for now, we're going to just repeat, but when we move these later on, it might be better to get them designed kind of different. Checking that out again. Yeah, sewage treatment went up, so turn that off. Sewage treatment's still in the green. Turn that one off. Now, I think that means you can eliminate the need for poopy water. The only problem is, I don't think this stuff ever actually goes away, which is a bit of a shame. Moose Rider says, is this Skylines 1 or 2? We're playing Cities Skylines 2. No one likes reading YouTube chat because us YouTube chatters are jerks. Honestly, I can't blame anyone for not reading YouTube chat. You know, I thought you were making a statement of like, but you say us. I think you're making a joke. I read that message thinking you were saying like other people. I thought we were going to do one of those things where someone's saying like, you know, this community over here, they suck. For the longest time, I thought that the Minecraft community was just this amazing place to be a part of. And then one day I read a comment online that was like, oh god, the Minecraft community is so toxic. I was like, oh. Wait, and I get it now. I get it now. It's not that one thing's toxic or another. It's like, you can go into any community, and because things are so fractured, you'll find those examples if you want to go look for them. You know? If you want to say YouTube chat sucks, you can go find an example of it, that's for sure. I messed around with this again, by the way, just before I started streaming. This is a big issue, but I think I know like what the issue is. There's a lot of traffic stopping because the cars come across. I really do think you have to lift up the roads here. So I think what we're going to try is to redo some of these connections, basically. So yeah, start of this city, we're doing a little bit of just, start of this live stream even, we're doing a little bit of just, you know, traffic management, let's say. A little bit of fine-tuning around the city. Yeah, we kind of want it to like come off an angle, get up to height, then sort of peel across. Come around, come down in height a little bit, maybe not. Yeah, and then connect, right up here. So that's where you might want 3 lanes for a moment, over here. Oh, we got our snaps turned off. That's reduced the size of someone's backyard, apparently. Now, most of this traffic is making that turn. The other option is a U-turn. So let's say, you know, if you come this way, you don't really want to do a U-turn, right? So now it might be helpful to have 3 lanes of traffic at these points here. Now, I also removed the turn from here over to there. I think we can put that back in. That should be nice and easy. So, might have a cross-traffic issue again. So let's come back to about here. So we're sort of in line with that one. Okay, it's time to get our build on by the looks of it. Hey, Jacket Fracket, thank you ever so much for subscribing. Tier 2! Greatly appreciated, my dude. Tier 2 over here on the Twitch. Why do I get a feeling like I've read your name recently and you're on YouTube? I don't know. Penguin was not the imposter says, are they making a Napoleon movement? Random question, but I know I just seen an ad for it. I wonder, is it related to the memes that were going around? I literally learned of this movie today. I saw it like once, and then I saw it twice, and now you mention it. You know. Seems like they are. Randy Nicole, 2002, the legendary, here for 103 months. That's incredible, my dude. Thank you so much for your continued support. Also a tier 2 subscriber. Hats off to you, Randy. Thank you, my dude. Thanks for all you do, of course, as a moderator and a supporter of our streaming here. Right, so I only went up to 5 meters for some reason. Great. Start again. So I want this thing to peel out a bit, come around to like here. Well, oh yeah, that's the dead end sign. So then... Ooh, this is looking quite fancy now. So those 3-lane upgrades, just going to put one there. The 3-lane works nicely there, maybe just a bit before here. And maybe a bit again here. So, you know, that looks relatively decent. However, when we get here, again, it's this lane changing. If we go back, we do have like this. And then the only place to cross is there. And it feels like most of the traffic that comes through here wants to be on this road. So I'm half wondering, I think I see a way to do this. It might not be the best way, but it's a way that makes sense to me. So let's go ahead and create... Ooh, that might be tricky. Gosh, these snaps. Okay, let's try this tool here, just to get that. It's going to be incredibly tight, isn't it? Like we can see the issue, and it snaps. So turn off all snapping. It really don't want to do what I want it to. Let's go and downgrade this road here. So, right, I think I might turn the snapping back on. 2 lanes. Uh-huh. Yeah, okay. I think this is going to work. So, I think I might actually completely get rid of that connection. And have it sort of come up to here. Then we're going to go through this gap. If we can. Huh. That's still a problem. Okay, then we want to bring up the height to 7.5. Alex says I'm on PS5, so for now I'm on Cities 1 still, and Cities 2 plays so different. It's much better, as far as I can tell from watching streams. It probably is, because, you know, it's modern and stuff, but it's been a long time since I played Cities Skylines 1. Now, because they're the same type of game, it feels very familiar, you know? Do you know what the problem here is? These offices, but I guess you know, we're just going to have to... Oh no, wait, this is not what I thought it was. I don't need the elevation. What I need it to do is join after that turn. And for some reason, it's literally creating a connection back here. I so don't want you to do that. That is literally why I'm building this road here. Don't you understand? Okay. So maybe we have to peel off this way a bit and then Oh my god, like why is it insisting on doing that? It's terrible. Right, there we go. I'm going to put our 3 lanes here. Apologies. So you got that connection. Now, we know that this road here also... Lag spike also wants to go onto that one there. I don't think we want to create 2 lanes, because then we get that lane switching going on. So now, at this point here, this is where we use the height a little bit. I'm going to wrap around, let's make that a little nicer looking. Wrap around like this and connect here. Which, I got to admit, that looks really cool. Let's turn this into a 2 lane. Oh, it's not going to let me. Now, I wonder if I can rebuild the thing underneath it. That'll be what it is, and then we'll go a single lane down here, snap from there, and connect with this. Now it's cool with it, right. bit of madness here, really. It's wild, I know. Also, that single lane thing, I can't help but feel applies here. There you go. So now, can I go? Yeah, let's go back to this being a 2, and that being a single. There you go. That should stop those switching lane issues, because now it's all just one lane at a time. Okay, now coming back here. Oh, you'd really hope with such a build-up that they're not doing the lane switch at the last second, but it kind of looks like they are. Although now it's starting to flow. Definitely some fun. Yeah, lane switching here. Maybe it's because we're letting 2 lanes peel off the main one. So if we let only 1 lane peel off, then everyone going that way has to use the same outside lane, and that might just help it flow a little better. You can literally see it sorting itself out, moving back. And now everything flows through these. It's probably going to get backed up somewhere else in the city now, right? That's probably what's going to happen, but let's just zoom out and watch that. Oh no! Oh no! You still want to do something stupid. I saw that. Now we got traffic despawning. Oh, I wish I could just get rid of that little truck there. Oh, it's literally making it all despawn. Sometimes it's like the driving as well seems pretty nutty. Okay. I think we did our little bit of traffic. No, wait. Now it's just backed up everywhere else in the city. I think this is because of the ebb and flow of time, like we're in rush hour. So we're seeing a lot of traffic in places. And we can endlessly like zoom in, spot those, mess around. Like again, okay, so it's the lane stuff. Really feels like making this like a multiple lane roundabout is sort of the big issue. Because they are just, look, they're just making a meal of it when they come up here. Let's try and reduce the amount of lanes on that little strip. Then maybe you only want 1 lane coming off as well. Oh god, then it just backs up into here. So this might be where you want like a 5-lane asymmetrical. I said it earlier, I was watching Biffa's video, watching him fix stuff, and it's like, I understand what he's saying, I don't know if I know how to do this in my own city. But that just gives us so much more bandwidth coming in. Loads of people on the street here walking up to the highway, that's terrific. Great idea. Just reducing a couple of these here and there. Get them off of a few of these streets. Hopefully people will move around, maneuver about a little easier. Yeah, big pile up of traffic. And then back here, it just... God, it's so awful, the traffic. Because it's so backed up now, it's hard to see if like what we're doing is even going to make much of a difference. Sveta says, good morning there, folks. Good morning, Sveta. Welcome to the stream. Definitely not the morning here. It's the Nars says, hello, I've never caught a stream, but I do very much enjoy Cities Skylines. Oh, well, welcome to this stream. There was no snapshot today, so plans changed. I could squeeze in an extra stream for you. On that roundabout, what if you have heavy flow ramp that in from the inside of the loop? Don't know quite what that means. But the way it's where the traffic merges that the issue arises kind of makes you feel like a dedicated left-hand turn might be better here. Too many of those in this area, that's for sure. One there, it's completely... one here as well, just... ugh. What are they doing? I think these are regular roads going up to the highway, maybe that's why. Yeah, like, look at this. Look at that. Good stuff. I'm trying to get my head around what they're doing just by watching the cars move. Because, like, you just got there and then you stopped. And I think it's because you want to turn... Actually, I don't know why you stopped there. Like, diagnosing this stuff is so tricky. I think we're gonna... Oh. There's so much traffic right now. Like, when we started the game a moment ago, everything was cool. Like, had little traffic to diagnose, and now it's just everywhere again. Just getting rid of some more of these. Maybe what might help is to just get like a connection, another connection from our industrial block to some other part. Oh, again, look at this. Whew. Traffic's rotten. This is just like majorly backed up is the issue. Now, I was about to say it gets bottlenecked there. This left-hand turn is sort of bottlenecking it a bit. You can kind of just follow it, like, continuously further and further in. Maybe just too much, like I said a second ago, like, too much is trying to get in right there. And that flow comes from back here somewhere. Then if I go and add another connection, you can see that being an absolute pain. Now, considering all of this traffic is going in, I think what I'm going to do... Right, we're probably going to suffer if we try and let all of this traffic in. What I'm going to do is get a highway. From about here. Oh my god, that is so not what I was trying to do. We're gonna snap there and come around a little bit, and then we're gonna snap again. Join right on that corner. Get rid of all of this, okay? And then that's like a one-way into here. Then we'll go back to the highway, select the 2-lane. Do that. That might cause some issues with picking left or right. Yeah, my thinking now is like, let's alleviate some of the traffic trying to get into this area. But if you're coming across from Butler Highway, you're still going straight on. So we sort of split it half and half, right? Going in the other direction, well, you just hit all of this, basically. Anyway, this is Speedrun City, where we build, build, build. And I think we've done our due diligence for some traffic inspection. Cheese says, why is there no Minecraft snapshot? Apparently there was some conflicting stuff, scheduling conflict at Mojang, so they weren't able to do it today. Right, let's run through, before we expand, just run through what's happening in the city again. So electricity's kind of hanging in there. I was kind of thinking it might be fun to put in solar power somewhere at some point. But then you need to build batteries with it. Like we could build a really cool little industrial plant for solar and batteries and stuff. But we're looking to just sort efficiency around the city. Sewage treatment is getting kind of close. Probably need a third facility to handle the expansion we're going to go through. And like I said last time, these will probably get moved to somewhere much cooler looking later on. Looks like we don't need to pump out the poopy water anymore. Get rid of that. Okay, so that's got that all looking terrific. Healthcare coverage really high, so is crematorium. That's terrific to see. Guess we probably don't need to change anything there. Landfill availability. We should probably be emptying our landfill, although I think I said I wanted to keep it because it looked cool. Education, right, so an elementary school. Once again, we need another one. This place is full of education, let me say that. So we're not, it's the red streets that we're not hitting. And we've just recently developed this area up a fair bit without putting a school in. I feel tempted to put one up here, but that's not kind of what that block's for. Yeah, it really does feel like somewhere here or there would be an ideal spot. There's quite a lot of red over here. Like, I feel like there's room for two. Let's go ahead and put one at the back here. And then we're going to expand in this area, so I might just go ahead and plop down a road. And this road's sole purpose is to remind me that later on... Pretty sure that's a road. It's a highway. Oh! Come on, X! Okay, so like this is the later on one. So we're saying that's disabled, but we want a school there. And then clearly a school over here is a good idea. Not much room for the other stuff, but the little perks are good. So education, keeping on top of it. College is looking a little slim. We've already got one college. I think college is going to have to wait for a bigger expansion. Then we've got research back here. As far as fire goes, the average fire hazard could be a little lower. Sort of looks like this spot here is clearly missing something. We can tuck one in behind the school, I think. Little firehouse there should help with that. Disaster control. I've never had any disasters really hit the city. Although apparently a tornado hit this one, and I was looking at the roads and just couldn't see where it hit. Okay, so then we got policing. So this area is probably going to need it. We'll just put one down here in the industrial area. I just had a bit of a thought, like creating a connection between these two areas might alleviate some of the traffic off of this as well. So that would be good for the policing. So we'll put it there on that corner, and then we'll zoom out and just see. It'd be a bit tight, but we could potentially have a bridge here. Right, turn off that crazy snapping. .5 is the one. Oh, look at that. It lets you go. No? What's the issue? Is it just complaining that it's going to knock out those buildings? Because that's alright. Like, we just got to sort the steepness out. Yeah, that's what it was complaining about. Okay, let's come over here. Extend this out to about there. Give it a little connection. Alright. Good stuff. Still got traffic. This time, I think it's the traffic trying to get out. Oh my god, this place is awful. It's just awful, isn't it? We need more connections then. We need more highway connections into our industrial spots, that's for sure. This over here will eventually become that. That's a good point, really. This is already sitting here. It's just not being utilized. So, effectively, a road that went like this. And then over to here would be a good start. That creates, well, actually on that side it doesn't really go anywhere, but at least this one connects up to all of that. So that might help. We'll actually make use of that interchange. So where do we get to? Policing. Now, prison availability. We don't have a prison in the city yet. Yikes. Let's go and build one of those. Prison. And then that will apprehend criminals and stuff. We got 40 points. I want to spend a few more points at the beginning of this stream. Just getting the city in order before we expand. So, like a prison will help deal with an issue. Where to put the prison as well? Like, does it need to be central? I imagine most people won't want to live near it, so like dumping it in the industrial space just seems sort of easy. It's quite a big building, so I imagine it could fit in really well over here. Almost kind of squeeze it in there. There's another one of our incinerators. I also like the way it's next to this kind of like quay area. Okay, I think I'm going to go ahead and remove a couple of roads here. Almost gives us what we need. We'll just have to redo this stuff at another time, I think. So going back to the prison. Just going to put it right there. Yeah, it's a bit sunk. It would be kind of cool if it were raised up. It's also got some issues once we place it. No car access. That's because I think I'm going to have to rebuild this. Let's just demolish that. Gives you most of your money back. We need to adjust the land here a little. Notice how some of the water is drained away a significant amount since we put this little hole here. I find that kind of interesting. Like, it's actually, and there's trees here as well. I just realised how incredibly weird this place looks with trees growing in the water. Maybe the smaller bushes, but yeesh. Is there a way to like not have to click on each individual one? Okay, so with the landscaping tool and the level terrain, you can see here. Let's bring that right the way down. Gonna need that strength up. Got a bit of a height issue here. Right, so we're going to bring that and rebuild that road. This is where our prison is, remember? So the prison is going to be like built on elevated terrain. It should look kind of good. Bit too much. We can come back and adjust the rest of it later. So, need to rebuild the roads. There you go. That's good. And the prison is in the policing bit. And yeah, now it matches the same height as the road in front of it. We might even hook up some more road around it and do some other aesthetic stuff later on. But there you go. We've got a prison in the city now. Okay, then when it comes to these things, the city hall can import costs and loan interest, and then the central bank can really help with that stuff too. I thought we did that last stream in this city. Lizzie Bess, good to see ya. Thanks for using your Amazon Prime over here on Twitch. 58 months of support. Really do appreciate it. Thank you. Carl says, can X make a city that has as many citizens as he has Twitch followers? Well, that is a question, isn't it? Oh yeah, look, we just hit 100k. Woo! Lizzie says you're welcome. Thank you, Lizzie. Landon Lewis, thank you for the super chat saying hello. Glad to be here. Glad to have you, my dude. Thank you for super chatting. Appreciate the support. Hope you're entertained and enjoying what we're doing here. Just hanging out, chilling out, making the city a little bit better. Okay, I think... Oh yeah, wait. There's 2 more things to check on, or maybe 3. So like post... How's the post doing? Mail service availability. Now, is that based on... Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to throw in a postal facility in the heart of our industrial area. Maybe more over in this spot. Some room for expansion, maybe? Okay, we probably want more vans. And I didn't actually check if that were true or not, because we don't have the post sorting facility yet. That would be a good upgrade to get for postal stuff. So, only costs 2 points. We'll take that. It's really funny how they introduced post. That amuses me for some reason. Like, in this day and age, it's post, is it? Feels like over here would have been a really good spot to have this. I think we can do that. Let's just change the view for a second. Yeah, I'm going to come over here and unfortunately rebuild some of this. So that road going to there would be nice. Can we get the snap? We got the snap. And then I think this road kind of ends there, unfortunately. Now when we go to the postal sorting facility... Oh my god, it's not enough? Wow. Oh, maybe I was going to get rid of that road as well. Yeah, so that's a big old thing right there. Kind of a cool spot for it as well, I think, on the... with some of these other big... Oh, we got 2 incinerator plants over here. Dang, we burning, we making electricity. I don't think these things are hooked up to the grid properly. Oh no, that one goes over there, and then it goes... Oh, it is, because it goes all the way through here, back to there. So it makes its way to a transformer station availability, eventually. Words. Penelope Sky, thank you so much for 15 months. Appreciate it, my dude. And the one and only Tally Glace is here for 51 months. Thank you for your tremendous support, peeps. Hope you enjoy the streams. This will be my last one for a week or so. Amchurd says, not me trying to see the super chat before realizing it was the YouTube chat. Lol. Yeah, that's what super chat is. And peeps, I encourage you all to come over here to Twitch, of course. This is where our community is at. Wow, I was right about this, but that's rough. Probably not going to be able to make it that much better. Grab this thing. Do a little bit of that over here. We don't have a lot of foot traffic in these industrial areas. And it looks like maybe the combination of that one as well just creates a bit of a calamity here. Let's create another road connection, just see if they'll divert and take this route instead. We kind of want... We don't want to keep making more junctions. In fact, let's go and... Let's get that 90-degree snap. Lovely. Let's actually just get rid of that road. Okay, and then... Yeah, they should be able to merge a little easier. Have another route in. Got a road here that might help with an extra connection. It's down to there. Cool. Right, so there it is. We did the mail thing and we added a post office. But we skipped over adding more mailboxes. Now, some of these buildings are really red. I think it might be a time thing. Also kind of looks like areas that draw a lot of traffic might suffer. Gonna put one here, gonna put one in that neighborhood. And that should really just help by having a few more stops here and there. More spots to go to. As we expand so much, eventually you have to come back and add all these. Yeah, and then this is a nasty spot, right? I think just putting them on these main streets kind of helps the most. God, it looks like we need a lot of them in that area. Sometimes I'm clicking and I'm hearing this like little rumble sound. It's very faint. It's almost like, nope, you can't do that. So wow, we really covered that pretty well. Not a lot of red streets now, eh? Well, that corner just wants to remain red, it looks like. Yeah, so hopefully postal stuff better in the city now. The last tab is then the telecommunication. Looks like some pretty big coverage. I'm pretty sure we built the telecom. What about this? Attractiveness goes up, network capacity goes up, entertainment. That's an expensive one though. So let's look at the stuff we're yet to unlock and what will they bring to the city. Kind of looking for those generalized boosts. So like import costs, central bank seems like a good one. On the policing front, we could increase jail capacity and reduce crime. Crime's very low in the city, So it kind of seems like not necessary right now. The disaster stuff I haven't really messed with. That doesn't have a citywide boost. So a geological research center will... The oil and ore deposits, that would synergize really well if we had those industries. This one though, the Large Hadron Collider, that's just an insane amount of boostage going on. Demand for electronics and software, and then increases in those industries and offices. Wow. Those are some big dealios though. If we want to increase health, and healthcare is good. The average health is 71% though. Feels like disease control is a really smart one. And health research institution. Both of those sound pretty good. So we could go for health, and then maybe that administrative thing in law and order. But the other ones synergize with things we don't have. So I'm going to spend 2 points, or 2 things there. So we're down to 22. And was it that one, or was it the central bank? Unlocked. Unlocked. Have we just not built them yet? Wait, it's this one. Oh no, I built those. Wait, what was the one then? That one? We decided against that. Maybe it was further back on this list. I've forgotten which one it was. Well, we unlocked 2 in health. Was it an education one? Huh. Maybe I misunderstood what I was looking at. Okay, whatever. Maybe I looked at these and forgot I'd unlocked them. Well, we'll just put in the 2 for health then. So we need a disease control center and a health research institute. Now this is not a big building, and neither's that one really. But again, I think... Oh, what have we got going on over here? Hearses and traffic issues, yeah. Isn't it just? See, I feel like this could be a nice little spot to plop it down in. That's not a very big building. That could probably almost squeeze into one of these areas. Okay, let's zoom out for a second. I feel like a cluster of offices in this area could be kind of cool. So we could squeeze it in and among those. Let's go ahead and get an interesting looking road just out of this space. So this can go directly alongside that, but only to about there. Okay, my thing has changed again, so I don't like it when it snaps to those other lines. That always gives you issues later on. Okay, I kind of want a little sneaky road going on down there, but it don't make sense. Let's have our road go like this. Connect up there. Yeah, that's quite a nice little connection. Okay, so going back to our health buildings. Perfect little spot to have that. That looks very cool there, doesn't it? Probably some big parks and gardens next door. Haven't thought about building those yet. Possibly a landmark. That'll create like tourist stuff here. That actually kind of looks like a very cool complementing building. What's it overlapping with? I can't see what it's overlapping with. Oh, is it actually overlapping with that already? How wide is this thing? It's so close to go, like fitting in right here, but I don't see... It overlaps with something on the right, yet it highlights the whole building in red. It looks like it should have the space to fit in there. That's what's really weird. Don't think that can go like a block further across. Does anyone see what the issue is? Chat, any ideas? Let's go and grab... Where was it again? Oh no, we went down into this tab, yeah. Grain77 says no. I mean, it's sort of highlighting... I think it's highlighting vertical space if you look at where that pop-up is. Maybe it's one of these raised roads is actually like flipping it somehow. I'm also kind of tempted to rebuild. Maybe it's because there's helicopter. Oh look, it's probably that invisible circle that's causing the issue. Dang, that was such a good spot. Oh, I added junction and immediately we got issues. That don't feel good. I feel like we created a shortcut through the city that we probably shouldn't have. That's what we've probably gone and done. I guess we could convert this to like a one-way road, or maybe actually ditch this connection if it's going to cause that kind of traffic. It's hard to tell if it all came from over here or not. Let's just remove that for now and have some floaty cars, because, you know. Right, anyway, we solved the issue there, which is a bit of a shame, because I thought that would have fit in real nice over there. It could also go on the opposite side of the road, which does look insanely cool, doesn't it? Can't disagree with that. That gives this area here some real flair. Okay, now let's get back to our roads. Now, what did I say? Some officey stuff? We've still got one more booster building to put in the area. Don't ask me why, but I'm just going to build a little... Oh wait, can you literally... Oh man, imagine that. That road just sneaking down over there. Can it do it now? And then it snaps right there. That's too cool. We got to do it. Let's get you up to 7.5 on the 180, and then down as quick as possible, basically. Might look a bit janky if you zoom in, but there it is. Put some offices in that space. We've got loads of office demand. We're going to keep the area kind of low. Like, not going to have any high rises, but maybe around the back where this road goes. I would have expected that stuff to pop up straight away. Okay, so the other building that we wanted was this one. We could literally put it right there. Now, we definitely got a cool suite of buildings here. This, though, I think it's pretty obvious that maybe just turning it into one junction between the two is the smart thing to do. So, I'm going to go ahead and... yeah, 4-lane roads. Get that snap. Get it just coming out a little bit. And have it come up. And, oh, well, that'll do, actually. I think that will do. This could probably do with an upgrade just here. Hopefully that makes the difference. Put a building on the corner there. And now we want something to fill this space, which is probably going to be a park of some sort. There should be a toggle where you can disable the auto placement of crossings and traffic lights, says Unity Blaster. That's a great suggestion. I'm totally on board with that. Campfire site. I don't think I've built one of these before. It looks cool from a distance. I feel like now we just need another big building on the opposite side. We did also need another college at some point. That'll be too big. Oh, say that, it almost fits in. Yeah, some sort of like building. I wish there were a few more prop-like buildings. I've just reminded myself by saying that we unlocked SwitchCon. Oh, dang. So I'll tell you what, it'll probably go really well in this area because we've got loads of these big flat buildings all of a sudden, just not the space for it maybe. I do want to put that in the city somewhere. Maybe we'll just dump it over here. It overlaps with that road. I don't like that road there. That's curious, that. Probably a snapping issue. So, I'm actually going to put that in here. Again, it really sort of suits the area. What we've done with this spot is really cool. We need to be able to build like that more often, I think. And we were actually looking for a building to, like, put into this area, but I think we'll wait. And then we've just got, like, the world's most nightmarish traffic issues going on. Try removing the traffic lights. Wait. Okay. I was kind of like, hang on a second. There's only traffic here. And then we follow it over to here, and it's like, uh-oh, more problems. You know how it goes. I find sometimes making a one-way road kind of pushes the problem on a little bit. Maybe causes the traffic to go somewhere else. Okay. Let's speed up the game a bit. Whoa, that's not what I want. How long have we been streaming for? Almost an hour. So, first hour was fine-tuning the city. Second hour will be planning a whole new area, I think. That's for sure. Look at those cars tumbling down. Lol. X just destroyed some people. LMAO. I mean, it happens, right? You know, I'm like, ooh. Let's build. And totally knock out a bunch of people that already lived here. I've got the elevation snap all funky there. No, don't do that. Here we go. Are we on the right spot? We are. And then magic. I think I did that wrong, so I'm just gonna do that. Got that 180 snap going on. Right, then this is where we want to put in some of the high rises. This is gonna like disappear quick though, so that's something to be considered. Smaller one there, two smaller ones. Then that size. Oh, we're not taking it up. Okay, 3x3. Not interested in that size, are we? So yeah, we kind of curate the size that we want. And then we make each one unique, so we get a little more variety going on over here. Yeah, so we'll let that like build up and see what we think of it, because it might actually be a bit stark. In fact, I think I already know that this side is a mistake. This side over here should be the lower type. It just should. So yeah, there you go. Really cool part of the city. Can you zoom out so I can see the whole thing? Yeah, it's about time we did that. Oh, when we started today, the bubbles, there were hardly any of them. It was looking real good. I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh wow, okay, that's a good start. Erase trees faster by right-clicking whilst having a brush for trees. Oh. Hello. No? Does it have to be the exact same tree type? I don't know what one we got here. Well, I guess I could come over here and place. Yeah. I think that works. If I select a different type, it doesn't. Oh, it has to be the same type, so... bulldoze object. I don't know what type they are, unfortunately. It might take me a bit of time to figure it out. Okay, there you go. I found the one. At least for some of them it was. Anyway, hopefully that makes that a little less crazy looking. Churd, go enjoy your fortnight with your buddy. The bubbles sure do take away from the immersion, says Cracker. Exactly. You just want to be immersed in the city, not like constantly seeing these bubbles. Which, by the way, they're all caused by traffic. It's always traffic, I think. Look at this. This is just terrible connection. I do wish there was like an easy mode. I feel like whenever I'm done with this, I'm going to be waiting for mods to come along and kind of, I don't know, make it so you can play the game the way you want to play it, sort of thing. Right, do you like those skyscrapers, chat? Do you think we should have a row of skyscrapers here? It does, to me it looks, it's not quite what I was expecting for this area. I think maybe having it all flat is actually the better way to go. Oh, and look, somehow the grid has broken up. Of course it has. Why wouldn't it have done that? That was just on me, that one. Oh, it's broken up bad. We'll try and embrace it. I don't know. It is what it is. So then through the middle, we're going to have that. Yeah, not the prettiest with all these. I think we'll get rid of that. And then that makes this one a smaller connection. Yes, we need skyscrapers, says Laquios. Yeah, I'm just not sure if they're that good looking, you know? Maybe, maybe not. I'm a bit conflicted, says Unity Blaster. Looks kind of off considering how close it is to the normal houses, in my opinion. Yeah, it's a bit stark, isn't it? So sometimes that can be like stylish, you know? That can be like, oh, what are you doing over here? But not in this case. Let's go ahead and just zone this all low. And when we get to this spot, we'll respect the local territory, because there is water there that they could just build right over. And yeah, that's basically it. All of this is now offices. Let's let it zone out. Another cool area of the city done. You know, we got a traffic issue back here. Interestingly, it's the other side. You can kind of see what the issue is. It's the lane changing. It's always the lane changing. There's an absolute ton of traffic coming from outside here. It just gets slowed down. So yeah, our next area of development is basically everything left here. And I think what we want to do is go low density, because we pumped too much traffic into everything. I reckon this bit here will become like more services. So probably a mix of offices and these buildings. But that's generally the next area that we want to look to fill up. Wow. Traffic issues again. This is one of their, you know, pre-designed intersections, and it's got traffic issues too. Now, I feel like we probably need maybe 1 or 2 intersections for this area. This didn't zone at all here, did it? I might switch that over to offices or something. Right, I'm going to switch to sitting. I've been stood the whole of this stream. Captain Deadpool, welcome to the stream. During work? Yeah. Watching a stream while you're working, eh? Some work that must be. Let's have a look. Huge backup again. There's just too much traffic in the city. Might be time for public transport, but you know I don't want to do that. So yeah, I think we want to go with this look, like these curvy streets again. We just need to suss out where the connections should be. You know, we actually built this here for a reason. At the moment, it just looks like it goes cross-city. I think we should have it come down into this area, residential. Small estate thing here, maybe, and then there. So, like, 3 connections that need to come off of it. And probably one from this bridge, too. Alright, so we're going to go... I think, like, here. It's... Wait, I've got the wrong type. We're going to make our way down into this area. So, connection 1 and connection 2. And also, like, this is already, like, a road here, so... Gosh. Ugh. Can't clear my throat. Sorry if those sounds are disgusting. I've been doing it so much lately, I don't even think about it. Yeah, because it's quite high, let's come down to about here. It's like 300 meters. Another one from that. About 300 meters. And then... I think one over here. Coming across the water. 300 meters. There you go. There's our connections into this new area. God, I just feel so bad every time I look at the traffic here. It's like I wish I could help, but y'all are terrible drivers, you know? God, and there's so much of it that wants to get out, and they all want to go the same way. And then most of them, they look like they turn here and then go this way. Maybe what we should do... Okay, I'm going to build... Oh, you see, I want to put it on the inside lane, which may cause even more issues. The reason they're not going that way is because there's absolutely no reason to go that way, is there? Anyway, I'll put it on the left-hand side the way you should, because I feel like it'll come back to haunt me later on if I don't. Let's get it a bit further back, and then... We don't need to do... we might as well get it all the way up now. So this is going to go over. Now it's gonna like cut off a lot of this space for building. I was just noticing, so let's have it wrap around like that. And then it's gonna come across. Absolutely bonkers little bit of road building here. Something like that. Bit mad, but it might just help alleviate some of that traffic, especially considering that it's going out of the city. It should do some good. I bet no one's going to use it, right? They're going to look at that and be like, nope, not going on that crazy connection. Look at them here again. Wait, what is that? What are you doing on the road? That's not how you change lane. That's a 3-point turn to change lanes. Dear Lord, right, some traffic is starting to take me up on my offer, it seems like. So that's a good thing. Oh dear Lord, okay. Half wondering about adding in some sneaky connections through here, but I think we'll keep it completely separate. Should we use the grid tool? Try and do some interesting gridding. So this is going to be all residential, right? Well, that's a great use of the grid tool. Let's try again. Oh, it's because I haven't clicked on it, right. Dude, what are they doing over there? Was there a traffic crash? Crash on the road? That'll do. Oh, I saw it all go blue. There it was. Oh, that looks like a really well done road layout. I think no one can complain about that. Yeah, there's no issues here. Yeah, our style is to kind of fill in most of the spaces, so you know what I'm doing. I wonder if putting this thing out to the edge might look cool. Give it a bit of a quay look. At least there's a bit of one there. So I think with that you don't want that road. Then you probably don't want this connection. Okay, so now you want... Oh look, you're raised up. There we go. Okay, I don't know what that just did. Nope, still don't want to do it. There we go. Right, that's the worst intersection I've ever seen in my life. Can't have that many things joining all at once. Although, you know, which ones we pick will sort of lose the character of the area here a bit. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that again. I like that. Why am I not getting a snap? What am I looking for? 180? It's not snap. It's not coming from the other road. That's why. There it is. There's that 180 snap. Cool. Someone's already parked in this area. How? Why? What's going on? What's going on? Let's get that snap. There it is. I'm going to do that. Maybe we keep that terrible connection down there after all. Right, then I kind of want a third diagonal. I really like this. It might be hard to get it exactly parallel. Be a bit of guesswork. What about if it went under here? I think, yeah, this one's going to be like the guesswork road, but it kind of looks good. And then what we got going on over here? I think we're going to need a quay again. Get that quay look. Can we? We waterlogged? Dang, we just waterlogged from the start, I think. What if we connect it here? Still don't like it, dang. Go back another. There you go. It definitely looks a bit on the janky side. And then you got another world's worst connection there. From afar, I reckon it'll look okay. It'll look like it belongs. So, this one here. Let's bring you down to there. Then we got this absolute nightmare. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of that road. Ugh! Just the. Oh my god, it's got issues. There we are. So let's take that and have that extend to the ends. So what we're kind of doing is taking those original grid lines and just pushing them out, which actually looks, I think, really cool. So I could get rid of that. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. That actually turned out really good, I think. Apart from the quay bit, the quay bit's a bit dodge, you know. If you're not a fan, I understand. What if we just do that? Get rid of these two bits and just pretend there's not any water back here. I could remove it with my terrain tools, but you know what's going to happen if we do that. You just know it's going to cause an issue. That's a funky layout, but I like it, says Unity Blaster. I'm glad that you do. Now, this area will undoubtedly need a school. But because it's like low lying, I don't think we're going to put every type of service in here unless we connect these two areas together, which honestly I think would probably be a good idea. Issue is we created this. Let's go ahead. Can I get the 180 snap? Or the 90? What are we looking for? The 90? There it is. Now that... do that, we can get it out of the city, or out of this bit. Yes, we'll have a connection between those two areas. That means we can share resources and stuff a little bit more. By resources, I obviously mean these things down here. Services. I got there in the end, come on. Right, we're going to get rid of that and put our school here. Going to put on the upgrades, you know we love them. That'll maybe that. Nah, I think I want to use the houses in this area. So, specialized stuff. We've done all the low. So North American low, and then European mid. Because I'm going to put some of these houses in, just around where the school is, and then North American low will be everything else. Maybe room for a few shops here and there. And I'm going to focus on just zoning the insides to begin with. We'll leave that area for shops. We'll let the people build over the water if they want to. And then... oh my god! Everyone hates it! They hate my city! Okay, we need a connection. Let's add that. Let's add one over here. Then we need power. Same busyness. I don't even know what I was trying to say then. Same bizzle, different sizzle, different city. Ugh, the jokes are terrible. It actually looks awesome, says Dambia. Yeah, it does look awesome, doesn't it? Now we just got to let it fill in. And, oh yeah, we're going to need more power, right, in the city? We really do need to do that other power source. So we could go, I think solar. I think we're going to have to go solar, just because it'll look cool. Hey, it's a noise in the ear. It's Lorax, librarian here, for 2 months with that Amazon Prime over here on the Twitch. By the way, we've got 200 peeps watching. Be sure to hit the follow button if you ain't done so already. And if you're watching on YouTube, feel free to come over here. This is where I hang out with the community. Love your content. Thanks for being here. Oh, thank you for the lovely message, and thank you for your support. Oh dear God, the pop-ups are here, says Leon Eats You. Oh, they absolutely are. Hello, I'm trying to... there we go. Pop-up army. Oh, I never disabled that. Oh, no, I did. It just complained. Well, okay. Yeah, this clearly here needs a little bit of a rework, I think. Maybe. If we connect this up, it should be a pretty quick thing to do. Or not, because of... I don't know why. Because it's in water. Oh, there it goes. Oh, and it connected that. Perfect, perfect. If we put a little bit of industrial in here, might it make this look good? What's the issue? Why are you immediately abandoning the project? Come on, what's that about? Reason for abandoning. Wait, why did you immediately abandon the project? Come on. Want to make this area look good. It's this river here that I think is going to make it all tricky. Plus we've got to put in a train yard. And then we need some solar. I think for now I'm just going to dump in the things because we need them. Emergency battery station. I'm pretty sure you have to build that. Oh my god, it's humongous. I did not realize. Wow. Maybe it won't go over here. My god. My god. Jeez, I'm not even sure if I can squeeze that in or not. The angle of this road will determine if it will or will not fit in. if I... There's room here, it's just... Dang. Gonna need to rethink the plan a little bit, I think. Like some of those facilities could move. Train station could actually get pushed back a bit. Then there's all that land in the way. I wish there was a bit of like a non... Oh wait, there is a... There you go. So you can sort of float it and then rotate it and then be like, could it fit in here? Because if I move that school... Oh, do you know what? I think... Oh, then it actually it goes over water a little bit. Huh. Could always put it over here. Needs to go somewhere in the city, doesn't it? Too big for this area, possibly. Yeah, way too big for that. If we didn't have this issue, maybe. Oh my god, where do I put it? Make an island for it? I don't want to mess with the terrain tool because of how water works, so... Let's put the snap back on. It's basically going to have to go there. Relocating these will be a pain because we put the extensions on them. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and actually remove this rail. Like, I like the way it's got all these little tracks here. It feels like it's ready to be connected to something, but it's not exactly necessary that it's there. So we get rid of that. I think I'm just going to make the school bounce. See you later. Because it's going to go on this area here, isn't it? Right? That's the area we need to develop. Now that road could do with some dejankification. If we go in here, now it's... I think it's highway first. Yeah, I can change that road type. Oh, there you go. Now if we turn off all of that... I can just about make it look a little better. If that's your definition of better, I guess. Right, there's not a lot of traffic here. We don't need those crosswalks. Not a lot of foot traffic. Just check that again. Yeah, that's not going to fit. This is going to have to go over here. So we need to move these water treatment plants. We're going to rebuild them down here, which is not what we're supposed to be doing right now. We're looking at the new neighborhood. The new neighborhood is on fire. Brilliant. Just what we wanted. Let's go and do some more zoning. So I think we'll just have houses around the outside as well, just because. Cool. And then I did say we put some commercial in somewhere, and I think I just went ahead and zoned everything anyway. So that'll be a commercial block. So will that. Sort of central to the area a bit. How's this thing doing? Not a lot of students, so we need more roads over in this area, basically. That looks good. Extend it a little bit more, connect it up to that. Okay, let's try... What's 45 degrees like that? Try something a little different here. 45. Yeah, that's breaking up the grid. But it's about there, so just put that across. Find the corner and snap it at 45. Oh, you want the point where you got both of them, basically. Yeah, there really wasn't a lot of space here for anything, it would seem. Get a 90 on that one. And then that could go all the way to there. And now I feel like you just want... Let's do like a one-way from that side there to here. This side to there. Those snap at 90s. Whoops, click too soon. Dang, it don't want to snap anywhere nice right now. Sides of a building. Maybe it's the cell that's the issue. Oh, I'm looking for a 90 snap where there isn't one, basically. Like there. So, there you go. Okay, but now I've got to change the direction. Lovely. Don't want a right-hand turn there. Gonna get rid of that. Lovely. And then turn off all of these. Alright. That, I think, might actually just be it. I think any more roads might be overdoing it. Let's go ahead. Zone it all. So, houses on this side. Small ones here. And I think I'll skip having a commercial on this side. Right, and then we let all of that zone in. Does look cool. And, oh yeah, are we going to have like a bridge going across to this area? I reckon we should. All of these should be connected. I think the place to put it is just over here, basically. Like, snap that across. Just have a little bridge that doesn't really go up. Oh yeah, wrong type. Fix that now. There we go. Okay, so, now that I've done that, I'm going to switch back to this bit over here. Whoop whoop, first game, first chicken dinner, says Amchurd. Chicken dinner. I had some chicken today. Oh. That's not where I expected to see a bunch of traffic. Oh, but everything in this city is just a pain, isn't it? So now it's like, do you build a road that shimmies across over here? There's a little gap for it. We're gonna let it be. I think what I really want to do in the future is an aesthetic city. Because Speedrun City, you know, in theory, is the sort of playthrough, let's call it, where we are trying to sort of play the game and develop that city through its own mechanics. But I'm no good at managing those. So the part of me that likes the aesthetics, yeah, I wanna lean into that at some point. Ooh. Okay. Oh, that reminds me. Let's do a sneaky save, just because I managed to right-click off the screen there, and it had the close button, and I was like, I don't want to close it. Is there an airport? Yeah, there is. There is. I haven't thought of bringing an airport to this area, though. What happened down here? Like, we couldn't get that to go, so what about these? Yeah, it doesn't mind a little bit of that here and there. Yeah, we totally want this to look a little bit more built up as we develop it. I think that road just needs to connect. Pretty basic. That's the end of this holding back the water area. Also, this road's going to go, by the way, so if we wanted to, we could kind of act as if this just comes across here anyway. I think we're going to need it to be raised. Oh my god, what does that do? No! No, I don't want to break anything. Yeesh, I pressed the wrong key. Oh my days, that scared the life out of me. I'm going to put it there for now. I don't quite know how to connect it up to everything else. But it looks okay. This all looks okay. I think we want one of those single cell rows down here. Just to, oh look, is that as far as you can? Oh, you can't quite sneak through there, can you? Can't quite do that. That's okay, just want to fill the space with buildings. Maybe the industry that we built here is creating this traffic. My god, this is terrible, isn't it? I'm just going to let it do its thing. We're here for the looks. Okay, so I want to put these things over here. And I want to make them look super cool. I think what I need to do is find like a diagonal line to build off of before I connect anything up. And I think I just spotted it. So The diagonal line I like the look of is one that goes like this. No, just build a straight road. And then... I think I'd like that angle to be a bit sharper. Now we want the 180 snap. I just saw it. And get rid of that. That's a nice little connection. Right, so let's not relocate, but let's rebuild. I'm going to put one of these on this road, except the snapping is turned off, which is really confusing. Okay, when we click on this, we can put these on them and those. Do they snap? Do they snap onto themselves? Like, if I go here, you have to snap it onto the main building by the looks of it. You can't snap it onto one of these. So how many on a single road can these support? That's kind of what I'm thinking. Noff211, thank you ever so much for your 4 months of support, my dude. Thank you for resubscribing. Greatly appreciated. Hope you're entertained. We need public transport, says Toxic Gas. I think that's like next on the list after we've done our zoning for today. Now let's think about this. So it's increased processing capacity or increasing the purification rate. And like there'll be an equilibrium between these things, right? Like what do we got here? Purification rate is 50. Pollution 0. Usage is 1%. Usage is 76. I don't know what to make of those numbers. Increased processing capacity. Maybe they're not in competition with one another. Maybe they like work together. So your purification rate of the amount of sewage goes up. I think we're going to try and aim for like 100% purification rate. Let's go and put 2 of these on each one. So this is what our setup is going to look like. Okay, that looks kind of okay. This, I just had a really cool idea. And I know how to make it work, but I don't know if there's enough space to tile it far enough. Now, the snapping that we've got here is interesting because... Oh, I think it's actually finding the snap that I want, which is that one there. Okay, yeah, so let's come across to here. Get the 180, that's important. Okay, I did that wrong, funny enough. Oh, the whole thing! Okay, get the 180 and get it all the way across the other side of the road. Good, good, good. Okay. Now, we don't want the snapping to anything else. Just go to about there. Right, if we come over to this and relocate it with the way it's configured currently, let's get it close there. Now, I'm going to build another one. I'm going to put it here. Oh, does this work? I got a feeling actually what I want to do doesn't work. It needs more space. Yeah, that road that I just built, it's not quite right. Actually, it's not really going to fit at all. Huh. Here's another idea with this. Let's just draw a road here and give it a couple of 90 snaps. Let's relocate that building over here. Okay, I didn't relocate it very well. Like, you only need so much road connection at the front, and then it allows you to put things off to the side, right? I'm just kind of thinking if there's a really interesting way to lay this out where we get them to kind of synergize their layout a little bit, but it requires you to do a heck of a lot of finagling with the road, I think. 2 purifiers and 1 storage is toxic gas. I think that's what we did, isn't it? Purifier, extra processing unit it's called. Huh. So yeah, this might be a tricky one to make it look cool and get it to sort of fit in with other buildings. We could always just put like little industrial bits along those roads. Would be the easiest way to do it. We're getting close to another level. We're getting close to something. That doesn't look like a proper snap. Anyway. Relocate. So it can just be there. Yeah, no, that road is not snapping correctly. It might be because the road on the other side isn't actually right, but... Huh. Oh well. And then we run out of room to do anything else anyway, so... We didn't really have the right sort of space for this project. Yeah, I think I might leave it like that. I think we can get rid of all of those. Definitely get rid of 2 of them. And then check up on this. Yeah, it looks like there's plenty of it. Sewage treatment. Oh, it's coming a little close. Coming a little close. We need another facility. Yeah, the layout just ain't quite there. That being said, like we definitely don't have the right amount of space here. But if I were to put another parallel road in, I'm just going to wing this one a bit. Delete that and these. That don't look like enough space, but let's see. I should really turn the simulation speed down for a moment. Yeah, it needs to be like 1 cell further over, and then you can do that. We do that again. Let's get that on the 90-degree snap. And get that one on the snap. Too many snaps. There we go. Right, put it like that. Drag this thing over to here. Now it fits in. Oh, wait, what? You just cheeky monkeyed it. Oh, okay, that road up there is still a problem. Come on. This actually, I think, gives us enough space for one more on the opposite side, doesn't it? So there is a way to squeeze them together. Nice. Okay, so let's build our next one. And this is also, we can have solar power, remember? Like, there's a whole chain of events here, and we keep getting lost. Lost in the game's endless decision-making. Nice. Just about. Okay, so then we come here. And we relocate that, so it's a perfect little fit. Nice. Right, now I'm kind of looking at this road and thinking, like, that should do that. And then we can make it the same on the opposite side. This is going to be cool now. It's going to be a cool little cat. Although over here it might not be quite the same as the other one. You know what? I think this one, it comes out a little bit further on both metrics. So like that. It wants to go back a bit, doesn't it? Oh, maybe that's the way to do it. It's looking a little bit more like the other one. I don't think we'll think about that too much more now, because that is our facility for sorting out the water. Let's go ahead and put some offices in here. Fill in those little spaces. Yeah, there you go. Make it look like more of a facility. Then, still got this space. So now, solar power fits in that area. Like anywhere we want. Don't snap. Stop that. It's like, how do we want it to squeeze in here? I think I like that, actually, so it's sort of a bit more parallel. I'm also not sure where the road is supposed to go. Whoo, that's a big old array. Yeah, once a road on this side, we can give it that. Oh, I don't like that snapping. And a road down here. Basically, roads all around. It's kind of the idea. Isn't there like a perfect alignment here? No, apparently not. Oh! Disgusting. That's what I wanted. Get rid of that. Finally, it's done! Except it's not, because we need a transformer station. These are cool little props, in a way, that you could probably have more of in your city. Definitely suits being in this kind of space, doesn't it? Right, let's go underground. Connect that to that. Connect that to this. Or that to this. I don't know what way around it's supposed to be. I think there's another connection down here. Cool, all that's connected up. Let's get some of those smaller grid connections going too. Is that even connected? I think it is. Nice. Nice! We got all the electricity now. Okay. This area has been slightly expanded. Lots of work to be done, but... Oh! Now that I would not have expected to have seen. There's a transformation station right here. Is this thing just lacking... Let's go up a level. Is this thing just lacking connections? Maybe put that there. I wouldn't expect it to have seen that. We just added more power and we got an overload. Like right next to... Oh, did it just go away? It just went away. Oh, that solves that one. Hey, it's Kitty Gaming 99 here for 72 months. Thank you so much, Kitty. Appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Thank you for 72. Dang, crazy amount of months. That water looks very poopy. Yeah, and I think it will never go away. Like, it's here to stay now, unfortunately. If only there was a way to get rid of it. I built them a little pass, and they decided to lane switch on it. Ah! This is just disgusting, isn't it? Maybe this should be like single file traffic all the way along there. I don't know what to do about this lane switching stuff. It is just lame. Lane switching is lame. Who would have thought? Right, now build another block, they said. Who said that? You did. I hear you screaming. X, build that block already. Yeah, well, I'm doing it, okay? Should probably look at this more from how do we make it interesting than what actually fits into the space. Let's start with that. Then we're going to need, I think, something like that. Ugh, it's going to be tricky. Oh! Almost. Hey! I'll take it. I'll take it. And then to get this corner here, probably looking at not a lot of extra roads. Okay. Now it's about how we connect it all together. So at the end here, that connects with this. I think there's room here for something like that. Okay, now this feels unnecessary, this road. And let's go to our highway. I'm gonna get rid of... Let's get rid of those. Oh, you're doing that thing again! This computer game likes to mess with me. Yeah, that's not perfect, but I'm looking at where this thing comes into play. Oh, it's the wrong type of road. We get a 180 on that? Oh, we got snapping turned off? When did I do that? Okay, that's the world's worst intersection. So we'll get rid of that road. That leaves us with a lot of this open space here. Yeah, I kind of feel like this would be cooler with the roads laid out really different here. So I'm going to get rid of all of that. I'm probably going to create a problem for myself. That's I definitely am. I like the idea of these just being like adjacent to that. Same on this side. And then you can see we've got a need for a road here. That's not very good. I think if you snap it by 90, it better aligns the blocks. That's what it feels like. Get rid of that and drag this over here. Very good. Let's get that road coming all the way back over here. Okay, now that connection looks a little fairer. Okay, we kind of need that road through there, don't we? Go ahead, delete that one, that one. It was going somewhere interesting. I think it's lost a bit of its character now. There's probably some rules to this. Like, that felt like a smart decision for making it look interesting. There's probably some, like, unwritten rules that can be quite helpful with this stuff. I just don't know what they are. Okay, then when it comes to this madness, I'm going to get rid of those. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with that. It ended up not actually being too interesting, I think. But it's time to decide. Also, what's going on over here? Like, why does no one want to live over here, man? Let's check our specialties. So now we're looking at paint a mansion for NA low density. Let's double check we've selected North American. That's what we should have been doing for all of this. We'll put a little commercial block just down here. Oh, got a big... Oh, no, that's so big. You know what? Sometimes you get a lag spike and you just know straight away it's too big. And we haven't done a sneaky save in a while. Oh, we just crashed. We crashed, people. To get rid of the poo water, you need to get the Green Cities DLC. Now, that, to me, feels like a joke. I hope you're joking. Is CS2 worth playing if you're kind of new to city builders? Yeah, totally. Like, don't be afraid of it. It's a very user-friendly game, I think. First time seeing Cities Skylines gameplay and I'm realizing how complex it is, says Lumpfish. It's as complex as you want it to be because, you know, you can really get in there and do stuff easy. Or, sorry, you can really get stuck in and do the details and make it, you know, as complex as you like, or you can just take the sort of zoomed out approach. Right, looks like we get to keep, which I'm quite happy about, get to keep those solar panels and all of that stuff. Or just get the Chicago DLC and colour it green instead. Okay, these jokes, I don't understand them. Right, immediately I've noticed something. We need to go into climate, edit mode, override, put it there. And I'm a bit surprised that the colour of the game hasn't changed. Oh, now it does when we unpause. Got it. Right, so we were just starting to build these grids. Interesting. We were just getting there. I feel like I don't really want to do all of that over again. But some of the roads I remember us putting in were decent, like that one. Got this one over here. Yeah, I think I might do that. And then we probably just want like a connection or two less here. There we go. Yeah, maybe actually we'll go with that. Try and make this different again. So down here, continue that straight line. Then get rid of all this. Oh, that's kind of good. Yeah, and then we're missing that section that we built up here basically, but we'll do it ourselves. And I think I'm gonna just put this type of road here. So yeah, after doing all of that, I'm just gonna like, actually, let's keep it a little bit more on the simple side. I'm gonna shift that back so there's not an intersection too close to the other one. But then we're kind of left with this space. Don't always have to fill in every little gap, do you? Right, speaking of filling in the gaps, let's go North American. Where are we going to put our commercial block? We'll have it mixed there. Some regular on this side. And then maybe just a few of the... I think we needed European. Higher density there. Like, not a crazy amount, just a couple of small blocks of it. Then go back to North American. And basically zone everything else. And we got the demand for it, so peeps should want to move in. Oof. Right, and then over near the river, we do things a bit more delicately here. And then we can fill in here, nice and easy, and that. Okay, let's check out this zone here, by the way. Yeah, it's like commercial at the front, and then no one wants to live here, so we're gonna turn this into office parks. And then we should see all of this stuff in front of us zone up real nice. Everything's going to develop. It's time to sit back, relax, and enjoy our hard work, I think. So yeah, that area's developing. So is this. Oh my god, we did so much today. Okay, let's save the game. No, no! Dear lord. Speedrun City, number 13. Lucky 13, eh? It's a prime number. A couple of years back, Chicago dyed the river water green for St. Patrick's Day. It was a disaster. Oh my god, it sounds like it. Not to pick on America, but another thing that they did in America was they set like 1 million balloons off into the local area, and it caused like loads of problems with nature and aviation, and it was like, who in government okayed this? Like, who's running this town? Who's like, yeah, 1 million balloons, what could go wrong? Go for it, lads. This might be a cool spot to put a rail station. Train. We haven't unlocked train. Train's cheap. It's only like 2 points. We'll get... Oh, it's 1. So we go over to this tab. And then go to... Hey! I was waiting for that. Thriving Metropolis. I don't think I've gotten any city higher than that. Ah, there isn't quite enough space there. Yeah, so this thing's probably going to go in this area. We'll probably have like another little industrial area. But if we zoom out and look at our city now, okay, we've got some cool stuff going on, haven't we? Cool stuff everywhere. Now this looks really cool. We're probably going to need to develop, I think, a rural area. This might be a good spot to do that over on this side. Might start working on that a little bit. I know we're in kind of like sit back, relax mode at the moment, but hey. So this could easily be like a 6-lane thing here. Oh, I like the way it snaps then, actually. Like you could have a 6-lane road because the highways are both 3-lane one-way. And there's no U-turn there, which is cool. So yeah, we could do like rural over here and put a train station nearby and stuff. I don't know. But I think also public transport is going to be a goal. Oh, look at these areas where I planted trees last time, eh? Need to do more of that. It looks so good when you plant trees. I was watching Corrales' episode and he has these blocks, but then he has little blocks left with trees in them and it just looks so good. That's something we could do. I'd really like it for the trees to just be fully grown when you plant them down, you know? Spruce. So yeah, they'll grow with a bit of time. Same thing through these bits. Trees make it all look beautiful. Maybe you can overdo it, but I want to put some more in for now. They look good down here as well. Plop it in some more. You can sell the sewage to outer city. Maybe that helps us lucking. I don't think you can get the poop water out of the water is the issue. We added like a road connection here. This area used to be super peaceful. We add one road connection and it becomes hell. It becomes basically hell. Or in fact, it feels like it's... Oh my god, it's literally just this here causing it all. Why? Why won't you use the lane? I've made you a lane. And you're all being lame-os. It's rotten, isn't it? It's rotten. Oh well. You can kind of expect it once a city gets this big. What we got going on here? Want to join the highway? Yeah, let me do that really slowly. Oh, that's a great maneuver. That's a really good maneuver. Let me just swipe my car across this highway. Because that's totally normal behaviour. To be fair, that's a road maintenance vehicle, so they do tend to go slow, but oh god. We need Biffa to repair this city. But it's got to get bigger. Look how much of the map we can fill up, right? It's got to get bigger. Trees here, trees there, trees go everywhere, says Leon. Yes, they do. Add trains. Friendly suggestion, says Dizzlewig. I don't like the aggression. I don't like the tone in your message. Add trains. As if I don't know how to play this game. Oh. No, I appreciate the friendly suggestion. Yeah, public transport will probably go a long way. I added a subway in a different city and it didn't really do too much, which kind of annoyed me. You could always add more bus routes, but buses are a bit of traffic on the road as well, so it's basically subways or trains. We don't really have a net. I think we have to go subway, don't we? That's where we got to go. So it's like, what do I want to prioritize next? I think our next stream we want to develop this area and then do rural, maybe down in like take up all of this land here. I'm going to unlock this. Let's make our plans now, and then there'll be a little more fun to follow through with because we won't be winging it all the time. It'll be like, oh yeah, we have this idea that we're going to come down here and create a whole rural like belt area here. So that'll probably involve an intersection, tons of those. Oh, do you know what? Like, we can do rock farming and stuff down there. Wait, what am I looking for here? Specialized industry. Okay, so the solar farm's gonna get moved. The rural belt starts here. I don't know. Another one is oil. Like, look at that, though. We've got a deposit for coal, and then oil is over there. Because there is a building we can do which can increase the efficiency of this. But I think I'm just going to do stuff for aesthetics, so I'm not going to worry about that too much. Let's get rid of some more of these dotted lines as well. Yeah, so that'll probably be what we do over here next time. So I'm going to create a road purely as just a reminder of our plan. Specialized industry. Okay, well, livestock you can do anywhere, you know. Oh, that looks great, doesn't it? Okay, that side first. So yeah, we'll try and do something interesting and cool with these fields. We'll try and find a way to like lay them out that look you know, decent and stuff. Can I deactivate that because it's got serum issues and stuff? Yeah, fields, 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 all down in this space. Maybe some forestry over here because we've got trees growing. In fact, I think you can literally force forestry. Let's go back to the specialized tab by planting trees, right? So if there are trees, then you're good. So let's say we want to have like a forest belt over here. The way to do it, I think, is like this. Plan for the future, you know? Let's get these trees in here today. Got our coastal forest just the other side of our train and power lines, which we'll probably keep in place. Yeah, so all of that should grow up. Wow, that looks like it's going to be quite dense as well. And give us a project to do there. So rural on this side. Finish developing this space. Maybe relocate the solar. I don't know where I'd put the solar at this point. If you do industry here, you could also add a cargo shipping port. That's true, but that will create some stunning traffic, right? And like, that could just be another thing that like cripples the place. But yeah, definitely a good port for some, good spot for some cargo. What else? So we just unlocked subway. Now you need a subway yard, and actually, like I could put it there. I feel like that might be a decent spot for it, you know. Yeah, it's a bit weird with these like dead end rails here, but I don't know what we'd do with that. This road, by the way, I really feel like we should go back to the quay that we had. Oh, we did turn it into this type of road. Okay. Let's go ahead. Get the elevation snapped to about 5. Then we want to do some... Ooh, that's not quite what I want, but yeah. It's kind of a little bit hard to see with those lines all in the way, but this seems to be working. Yeah, don't know what's going on with that, but let's go here to there. Nice. Oh, I see. So you're just no longer snapped to anything. Yeah, I quite like that. Oh. What we got here then? Some connections have been derailed or disconnected. What's the right... Oh. Dang it, I didn't build the right type. Right. Bubbles be gone. So yeah, what about zoning this and just getting some offices in the area now? Let's just have that. Get rid of that road. This space. Not every little bit of space has to be utilized, right? Sort of what I'm thinking. But that don't look too bad. And that didn't really add anything, did it? Yeah, so what's this going to look like? I think we should put offices in, but with the occasional bit of industry. That sort of palette. Right, then everything else just offices. Over here, Let's zoom out. Let's let it go. The office demand is going down. Master CWG says, what's poppin' X? Just hanging out, playing some Cities Skylines. Gonna switch to standing for a bit. If you do industry here, you could add it. Oh yeah, we read that one a minute ago. HJW says, to get rid of the poop water, you can cover it up with the landscaping tool, then uncover it. It doesn't work the first time, you can do it again until it's gone. I don't like that sound of doing that, because every time I mess with water in this game, with the landscaping stuff, like, it causes a headache, so... it just is what it is. It's a scar on the city, it's a blight, it's a reminder of the pollution that we create. Dang. Oh, look at these buildings here, man. They're a little bit on the high side, but... I think we'll just leave them. Just like a small little build-up. And I love this area here. This area here looks so good. So good. Shame about all the bubbles everywhere, right? What about fire coverage? Yeah, it's a bit ropey down this end of town, isn't it? Gonna go ahead and put one of these just on that street. There we go. That'll make peeps happy. How are they in the city? How happy are they? Wealth is good. Traffic, no surprise. Reliable mail service, oh yeah. Fair taxes, spacious homes, abundance of leisure time. Wealth's always the one in every city I've done that's easy to get up. And that's just because if you develop offices, it generates a lot of wealth. We could probably tax our offices more. Wow, we're making a lot of money. In my other city, I had 200 million. I started to lose money around that point. Yeah, this area looks so much better when it's developed, right? I think I might go ahead and just throw in an extra road. Come on. I want it to snap to 90. There it is. Get all of that zoned out. Probably just going to end up doing the same thing over here as well. Like zoning it all out. But now our demand's gone all the way down. I played this game 10 years ago. Traffic was still the struggle back then too, says Master CWG. Well, Cities Skylines 1 wasn't even out 10 years ago. Lies. 8 years ago it came out. 2015, 2016. I could be mistaken actually. I'm just going off of a comment or something that I read about it. I didn't fact-checked. Check fact-checker. No, check fact. Oh, God. Words. They're so difficult. So's traffic management. It was out 8 years ago, correct, says Unity Blaster. I believe you, because it agrees with what I said. DRW says, hey, I just want to get this off my chest. I'm really glad you are stepping back from the grind and focusing on what content makes you happy. I'd hate to see another creator just, I like watch to grind up themselves. Just to please the algorithm. Please stay true to yourself and try to enjoy this stuff. Hey, I'm having a good time with this stream. Yeah, I mean, what can I say? I think about it a lot because I'm a creator. It's been a strange transition because when this all started, it was all innocent. And it was like a big passion to create this stuff, and you wanted to succeed and be successful at it too. God, there is too much. We need to start building the subway, right? I'm gonna plop down some stations and do some stuff while I waffle. So, you know, like all of that's great, but in doing that, in doing it for so many years, I feel like at some point, like, it just becomes like more of a routine, a thing that you're used to doing, and it makes you wonder, like, where the thing you actually want to do is, because you're constantly under this pressure now to keep it as a job because you love it. It's a really strange thing. It's a really strange thing, and I imagine it's probably like something maybe a lot of people go through, or artists, let's say. Because it kind of applies to other things. Like, if you're a musician and you make music with a band and stuff, like, bands have their moment, right? They have their point in time. And what happens when that changes? Like, and you're still going to be incentivized to continue doing the music and being in this band, like, rather than go back to a 9 to 5, right? I'm gonna put that one there. What does this do? That just means it's a little bit cheaper. Go on, we'll just upgrade that. Make that subway better. Yeah, what I'm trying to get at is when you do something you love for a living, there's then this strange balance where it being your living, you know, influences your priorities. And so on YouTube, there's a lot of pressure to that. There's also like a lot of discussion about the success that you can have on YouTube. And I was listening, I won't say what podcast it is, but I was listening to these podcasts that were with really influential and, let's say, air quotes, famous YouTubers or whatever. And I really didn't like them because they just talked about success all the time in this really kind of cold way. Like, the only metric worth talking about was, you know, getting views and numbers and stuff. And I was like, this is the stuff that's sort of like broken my brain as a content creator. It's just like this mad pressure to be successful in like viewership and stuff all the time. It's a bit wild. What is the thing? I think it's actually that cable in front of us that it's having an issue with. So now, you know, now I'm trying to like reorient my brain and look at the priority as if it's like, did you have a good time? You know, you still got to manage the balance of getting those viewers in and stuff like that, but it becomes about, all right, doing that and having a good time and enjoying yourself. Okay, so if I come down lower, I can kind of get it to where I want it to be. So I'm going to bring it to about there. Then we're going to come back up. Go there. But it don't like something. Hey, and there we go. Now I need to do the next one. Gotta be very careful connecting this stuff up. So yeah, that line goes through residential, into industrial, and into offices. So, oh, I'll tell you what it doesn't hit. It doesn't hit commercial because our commercial is kind of all over the place. But let's hope that that gets people traveling. Right, so the next thing we're going to do is get a connection from here to go like down to this level. Pretty much as quick as we can. Bear says you can't thrive unless you vibe. That's a nice saying. Sunroom says this stream is super relaxing. Glad to hear it.